And so the Muslims travelled by ships until they conquered it by force. In that battle, Haram died at sea. She was accompanying the army with Muawiyah's wife and her sister. The second naval battle referred to in the Hadith took place in the year 52 during the rule of Muawiyah. Muawiyah sent his son to lead the Muslim army in an attack on Constantinople. Many eminent companions accompanied Yazid's army. Among them were Abu Ayyub Ansari and Khalid ibn Yazid. Khalid died there and requested Yazid ibn Muawiyah to bury him as close as he could to the territory of the enemy. When the time came, Yazid fulfilled that request, related that she heard the Messenger of Allah say, "As for the first army from my nation that will attack by sea, it has become binding that they enter paradise." Haram asked, "O Messenger of Allah, am I one of them?" He said, "Indeed, you are one of them." The Messenger of Allah continued, "The members of the first army from my nation to attack the city of Caesar are forgiven." Haram asked, Am I one of them, O Messenger of Allah?" He said, "No." The Prophet indicated that the Muslim army would reach India and Sindh. Related that Abu Huraira said, "My Khalil and the Truthful One, the Messenger of Allah said, from this nation there will be an expedition to Sindh and India. If I reach that time, and if I become martyred, then that is fine, and if I return, then I am Abu Huraira the saved. He will have freed me from the fire." And in another narration, Abu Huraira said, "The Messenger of Allah promised the invasion of India if I become martyred. I will be from the best of the martyred, and if I return, I am Abu Huraira the saved." Related it as well from Sayyar ibn Jabir, who heard it being imputed to Abu Huraira. The Muslims attacked India in the year 44 during the rule of Muawiyah ibn Abi Sufyan, and King Abu Sa'id Mahmud attacked it and surrounding territories in the year 400 of Ghuzna. Al-Mahmud, King Al-Mahmud ibn of Ghuzna attacked it and surrounding territories in the year 400. He performed many valiant acts while he was there. For example, he destroyed the greatest idol in that land, an idol called Sumanat. As Said took the bracelets and swords hanging on the idol and returned safely and profitably to his homeland. At an earlier time, armies under Bani Umayyah fought the Turks. When Turks are mentioned in this book, the Tatars and their descendants are being referred to at the extreme borders of Sindh and China. There they subjugated King Al-Kal al-Azam after having destroyed his army and appropriated his wealth. In some hadith, a description of those Turks is given, which we will now briefly discuss. The Prophet said that the Muslims would fight the Turks. Related that the Prophet said, "The hour will not arrive until you will fight a people whose shoes are made of braided hair, and until you fight the Turks who have small eyes, red faces, small and turned up noses, and who have faces that are like the shield of a combatant. People are minerals. This means that their roots, backgrounds, and lineage differ. The best of them in the days of ignorance is the best of them in Islam, and there will come upon you a time wherein for one of you to see me is more beloved to him than to be given more family and wealth, than to be given double what he already has. Related that the Prophet said, the hour will not arrive until you find Hur and Kirman, two foreign peoples whose faces are red, whose noses are wide and flat, whose faces are like shields, and whose shoes are braided hair. Related that he heard the Messenger of Allah say, from the signs of the hour is for you to fight a people whose faces are wide as if their faces are shields of combatants. Bukhari related it as well from Jarir ibn Hazim. The companions fought and defeated the Turks, and they gained spoils of war, and they took women and children as captives. Here it is literally indicated that this hadith is a sign of the coming of the hour, the day of judgment. If the signs of the hour refers to events like that take place shortly before the hour, then the event referred to in the hadith, a major battle between the